1 hour, please, let's listen. Let's listen.
What happened last night exposes the reality of what is happening in Nigeria.
Yeah.
Really?
Specifically in Kaduna, Plateau, Bauchi, Benue,
Yes,
Taraba, Adamawa. I'm not talking about Sokoto, I'm not talking about Zamfara. Those places are also evil. And it's evil to take any innocent life. It doesn't matter if you're Muslim, Buddhist, Hindu, Christian, doesn't matter. But we are talking about what is happening here. How can over 30 people be murdered innocently with a police station at the junction?
Yes. In front of police station. Silence, silence, let's listen.
Silent!
Right on.
20 yards, 20 meters from the police station, people are killed. How is it that I can come from my hotel when we hear the gunshots and we hear the report and the security is nowhere to be found? Do not mistake what this tells you. The security and the leaders and the authorities are not working to end the killing. If they wanted it to end, those security would be the ones fighting the terrorists. And the Nigerian government says we need more weapons, we need more arms, we need more bullets, we need more people. The people they have are not protecting you. They don't need hundreds of millions of dollars of weapons from America. The leaders, the security, the government, they need to be purified. Their hearts need to be purified. They need to be purified of the murderous hearts they have. And this is the work of the Lord. Can I tell you, it is only Him who can wash their hearts. This is the gospel. And they are not too far gone. The Lord can forgive, the Lord can cleanse. But unless that happens, this will not end. It doesn't matter how many bullets and weapons we have. If the government does not want to end the terrorism and the murder, the killing of innocent people, it will never end.
Yes.
These are AK-47 bullet casings from my feet.
Yes.
These are not shotgun shells. This is not machete, this is not stick. This is not Colt ammunition. These are people who have arms that are ready to kill. How can these people have these weapons and bullets, yet the Christians have nothing?
Yes.
And if the Christians are found to have these, they're arrested. Very well. If you speak out against what is happening, you are silenced, you are arrested. They expect you to be slaughtered like lambs in silence. And the time for this is no more.
It's over. Enough is enough.
Enough is enough.
Enough is enough.
For how many years will you be allowed to be killed? Can I tell you, if you have no right to breathe, what right do you have? No right. While people are fighting for elections and painting veins of Tinubu and everybody's worrying about APC, PDP, DPD, you are being killed. At what point will the people care about life? And as Christians, can I tell you, Psalm 82, give justice to the weak and the fatherless. Maintain the rights of the afflicted. Rescue the weak and the needy from the oppressed. It says, deliver them from the hands of the wicked. This is action. This is not something that you just believe or you talk about or you think. It's something you act out.
Yes.
It says, deliver people from wickedness. Give justice. If justice is not given, it's your duty as a Christian to give it. And clearly Islam will not give justice.
Let's give them.
Islam says that I should be arrested by DSS. They say, how can this person come here and speak? How can this person be allowed into Nigeria? Can I tell you, the only reason I'm here is because you guys are being killed. And right now, the Nigerian Christians do not have a voice. You are being silenced, and you are expected to comply with injustice. But the Lord does not only reserve justice for heaven. Justice is not only reserved for when Jesus comes back.
Yes.
Justice has called Christians to establish justice on this earth.
Justice is
Here
now.
and now.
Yes, now.
Not in 5 years. Not in 20 years.
Now.
Now.
It's now.
If you have no right to live, what right do you have? And how long will we tolerate this? My heart is with you, that's why I'm here.
Yes.
If there is no killing, if there is no injustice, I wouldn't be speaking now. It pains me and it's shameful that I even have to speak. And they want me to be silent. They want me to not talk about what is happening. I would rather die than be silent.
Yes.
Thank you.
Young one, it has happened.